Well, it's arguably my favorite video to make every single year. We're going to be talking about Fender's brand new releases for 2022. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name's Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and yeah, dude, let's not waste any time. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Up on your screen right now, we have a lot of new stuff from Fender, and we can just keep on scrolling. What? Okay, that was terrible joke, but I did it. I went with it. Yeah, not gonna edit that out. We're just gonna rock with it. Anyway, you guys still there? Up on your screen, let's dive on in to this awesome 60th anniversary Jaguar. So, the theme of Fender and/or Squier guitars, after briefly scrolling through this list and this release, is block inlays are a thing, and that's awesome, man. Because I think block inlays on a Fender guitar in general just look that much better, man. I think they look great. I'm all for it, man. So this Jaguar, although the Jaguars aren't exactly my favorite thing in the world, it just looks cool, man. Mystic Dakota Red, like, it just looks rad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just looks cool. So I think Fender killed it with this one right here. 60th anniversary Jaguar. I'm not sure what the 60th anniversary is. Is it the Jaguar shape? Let's check it out. 60th anniversary Jaguar model celebrates the introduction of Fender's top-of-the-line offset instrument of 1962. The Jaguar was introduced as Fender's premium offering and was advertised as a faster, more comfortable guitar. So there we go. Ray has his answer. So cool, man. Cool guitar. Wow. Woo, 2,500 bucks. I just saw that. Oh man. All right, let's check out. Let's see if they're doing the old stainless steel fret thing that they did in 2021 that made me super stoked and made me pick up the Ultra Luxe. Let's check it out. So it doesn't look like any stainless steel, and I know a lot of people comment on my videos like, oh, stainless steel isn't the end-all be-all. Hey man, that's what I look for when I'm buying a guitar. That way I don't ever have to worry about a refret, and it just will last longer than my own life. You know what I mean? So that's just why I like it, and plus I just like the way they feel. And I think a lot of people feel the same way as well. So anyway, moving on from this guitar. Cool first guitar. Not necessarily something I would be interested in, but I like the way it looks and the aesthetic. And yeah, it's cool. Now, up next we have an Ultra Luxe Jaguar. Now, Ultra Luxe is the best, you know, production line of Fender guitars that they have to offer, in my opinion. So maybe this has the old stainless steel frets. Let's check it out. Boom, nailed it. Medium jumbo stainless steel. So the Ultra Luxe was announced last year, and yeah, I love this guitar right here. That's why it's in the background. It's kind of just like to get me in the vibe and the spirit of Fender guitars. Yeah, so what is this color that they're showing right here? It's like is it a Texas T as they call it? That, you know, the brown or whatever. So it's a cool guitar. Obviously, I'm a big fan of offset guitars. I have my JAZZMASTER. This Jaguar is cool, dude. Again, being honest, probably not something I would pick up. But a solid guitar nonetheless. All right, up next we have our first Squier of the lineup right now, and yeah, whew, that's beautiful. Yeah, so I think Squier is killing it this year. I think Squier has the best run of guitars for 2022. I think Fender put a lot of interest and a lot of you know, R&D into their Squier lineups, and I think this is a perfect example of that. They're celebrating the 40th anniversary of Squier being a thing. So these guitars, for only quote-unquote 600 bucks, man, you get a really beautiful instrument. Olympic white with some gold, or you got some Lake Placid blue with some gold. These are gorgeous guitars, man. Yeah, I'm a big fan of what Squier's doing. Let's check out some more. For example, now we have a contemporary active Jazzmaster HH with a roasted maple neck, and it's shell pink. Yes, and it's pearl too. It's like a metallic pink. Ew. This is mean looking too, man. Oh, and it's also got a trim on it too. And it's not a Floyd. And hopefully it's not floating. This is cool, man, with the nice heel cutaway there for less than $5. This is my favorite right here. This is my favorite. Yep, I like this one. And I have no problem playing Squier guitars, as I've played a Jazzmaster for the better part of a year and a half, almost every single day. And I played it live, etc., etc. So, you know, I don't necessarily shy away from Squier at all. I think Squier does everything I want to do very well. You know, I don't do anything too revolutionary, but, you know, it gets the job done for me. roasted maple neck, sculpted neck heel, 12-inch fretboard radius, modern 2-point tremolo bridge, Squier active pickups. So these things are cool because, you know, I've never really played one of these. I played one in a store once, but never owned one. But the fact that these are cool and they're like the contemporary models, meaning like, you know, more modern or whatever. The fact that they come with a battery pack and then you can easily swap them out if you want to put some Fishmans in, some EMGs. Like, they've got you set up for success. That way you don't have to, like, you know, tuck it in the you know, cavity of, you know, where your pots and electronics are. So they got you squared away, man. Yeah, definitely my favorite so far, and arguably my favorite in the lineup. But that remains to be seen. Let's see what else they got. Oh, they also have another color, Sunset Metallic. I don't know if this is new. It says it's new. I remember seeing this on the Strat, but I guess this JAZZMASTER's, this is new. I definitely love the shell pink. Yeah, like shell pink all day, man. Moving on. I've spent enough time on this guitar. That one's my favorite so far. Oh, wait a minute. The Starcaster, a contemporary Starcaster with a gold Starcaster roasted maple neck. Oh, man. Well, I think the JAZZMASTER just got. I think it just got beat by a Shoreline Gold Starcaster. Starcaster, one of the most underrated shapes of all time. We got a gold one, and then we have a gunmetal metallic. Yo, these are so cool, dude. Yeah, Fender gets it, man. They get how to be modern and still like pay homage to their, you know, their heritage or whatever. But, you know, blacked out hardware, gold, black binding, roasted maple neck. Come on, man. Yeah, this one is now my new favorite. That JAZZMASTER was short-lived. This is beautiful, dude. And again, for less than $5. 12-inch fretboard radius, sculpted heel, adjustable bridge with stop tailpiece. Yeah, this one is definitely my favorite for sure. These locking tuners, that would be a... Yeah, it looks like... Nah, maybe not. Nope, not locking tuners. Disregard that. But still, all that for less than $5. Huge fan of this, man. All right, we got a 40th anniversary Telecaster. Don't really like Teles per se, but black and gold, you can't beat that. Again, with block inlays on the fretboard. Huge fan of that. All these that have like the rosewood look are all Indian Laurel. That's kind of like pretty standard across most Squier guitars, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't really bother me too much, but I certainly love the roasted maple neck, or just maple in general, over Indian Laurel. Moving right along, we got an active bass. That's cool. Got some basses here. One thing that's also interesting is Fender has some new pedals. I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but Gibson with Maestro and now Fender with some pedals. It seems like, you know, the two heavy hitters, the top companies out there, are also releasing pedals. So that's just cool. Like I said, I don't know if it's just a coincidence or what. But anyway, 40th anniversary JAZZMASTER Vintage Edition, satin seafoam green. Yeah, my second favorite finish of all time, behind the almighty Silverburst, but a satin seafoam. I'm doing the thumbs up a lot in this video because I'm stoked, man. Oh, sweet, satin desert sand, like a satin Olympic white. Oh yeah, like an old white. That's cool. Oh, man. All the Squier guitars are the ones that I like. Like the Fender ones are cool too, but I don't know. Maybe it's because they're like pushing 3 Gs that they're like not as cool, but these are just like affordable, and they all just kind of just look better to me, you know what I mean? All right, this is interesting. A JV modified 50 Stratocaster HSS. And I believe I was reading up on these late last night, like in the middle of the night I saw these, and I believe these are made in Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Japanese vintage, that's what JV stands for. So, reissues from the early 80s, so when Fender was doing a lot of stuff in Japan before I was born, you know, like a decade or so before I was alive. Yeah, they're doing stuff in Japan, so it seems like they're just kind of reissuing some of that stuff. Not really doing it for me. This finish, or this color is a little, I don't know. I kind of like a 3-tone sunburst, and I think, unless I'm missing something, I'm gonna read up on it here, but unless I'm missing something, like a Player Plus to me seems like something it would be like a better option for me. It's less money and it, you know, has more appointments. Also have a Tele in that same line. That's cool. Okay, you ready for the coolest Strats I've ever seen from Squier? Boom, here you go. We have 3 of these, and again, sound like a broken record, we have block inlays. It looks so classy. Match that with the giant jumbo 70s headstock. My tried and true, my trusty thumbs up is back again, dude. Yeah, these just look so good, man. Ruby red metallic, not really a fan of that. Lake Placid Blue, nah, it's okay. But this Cherry Burst, I'm gonna call it, even though they're calling it Sienna Burst. That's just, it's classy, man. It's gorgeous. You know, mixing that old school feel with the things that I like, bound neck and block inlays. It's beautiful, man. Next up, we got more pedals, flanger, delay, a space delay, and then a regular delay. Then we also have an overdrive and a chorus pedal. Chorus pedals, I'm a big fan of that. Doing my best here to breeze through all this and like use, you know, talk about it while at the same time not spend too much time on this video. But man, there's just so much coming out for 2022 and I'm so stoked. We have a distortion pedal, and now we have a metal pedal. Let's check out the metal pedal for only 80 bucks. Wow. Wonder what the hell this thing sounds like. Aggressive and dynamic distortion can be elusive with powerful tone shaping EQ controls, top mounted in and output jacks, and true bypass switching. The Hammertone metal delivers chunky high gain that sits perfectly in a mix and will integrate seamlessly into your rig. Pretty straightforward there. It kind of looks like a full bore metal. Remember those things? That's what it looks like to me. I definitely want to try one of these out, especially for the price. It's not expensive at all. I would love to try out the distortion as well as the metal. Wonder what those things sound like. Time will tell. I'm sure somebody will try to make it chug, you know what I mean? Hint, hint. Yeah, man, let's just keep it going. We got a fuzz. We got some more JVs here. And the last one right here I want to check out is the 40th Anniversary Stratocaster Vintage Edition. Now, it doesn't have the block inlays, but it also has the sickest colors. Yo, check that out. Check out this burst. I've never seen wow. I've never seen a sunburst look like that before. Where it's like a very narrow, it almost looks like the equivalent of like a Les Paul teardrop finish, you know what I mean? Like that teardrop burst is what I'm trying to say. That's interesting, man. I like the one with the block inlays more, but that satin sonic blue, I feel like that would age really well. That would look really cool. And of course, the satin seafoam green. I mean, come on. You can't go wrong with that. So all in all, man, I think that's everything we got here. So congrats to Fender and Squier, man, for just knocking it out of the park. Like I said, this is just one dude just kind of just rambling, talking about things on the internet with his friends right now. But I have to say, I am so pleasantly pleased with this release. It's not as good as last year, in my opinion, because, you know, the Ultra Lux Strats were out. But if you're a Jaguar fan, and if you're like an offset body fan, JAZZMASTER and Jaguars, Squier and Fender have got you covered there. But if you also like block inlays, like I do, I've said that like a million times in this video, they got you covered this year. So if I had to pick some of my favorites, it's definitely the Contemporary Active STARCASTER, Contemporary Active JAZZMASTER, and then the 40th Anniversary Squier Strat. I think that just looks beautiful, man. The block inlays looks gorgeous. And then I also want to try out this metal pedal and the distortion pedal maybe too. Interesting releases, man. So all in all, it may not blow everybody away. It's not blowing me away, but I'm pleasantly surprised. It's like, you know, last year blew me away. This year I'm incredibly pleased with the releases, man. And what's awesome about Fender is they just release stuff like throughout the year anyway. So this is just the beginning of their 2022 guitars. So all in all, everybody, what do you guys think of these guitars from Fender? Leave all your thoughts down below. Again, if you're brand new to my channel and you want to consider subscribing, I'd really, really appreciate it. It'd make me happy, man, on this cold, snowy day here in Philadelphia. So everybody, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. See you guys next time. Later.